Before starting the event, I request our audience to be involved with us wholeheartedly, for which I request all of you to kindly put your mobile phones on switch off mode or silence mode. A very good morning to all dignitaries, guests, and delegates. India is a melting pot of cultures, and the tribal communities are part of India's diverse cultural treasury. The effects of poverty and its expressions are particularly severe on tribal people because they are underprivileged. The primary goal is to strengthen their socio-economic status and increase their capacity for self-sufficiency. With all of these factors in mind, School of Agriculture, GIET University has organized the National Seminar on Livelihood Improvement of Tribals through Sustainable Agriculture 2023.
With great joy and immense exultation, I, Dr. Lipsapit Bhushan, Assistant Professor Horticulture, School of Agriculture, GIET University,
And I, Ms. Debashmita Nayak, Assistant Professor, Department of Agricultural Extension, School of Agriculture, GIT University,
feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of School of Agriculture, GIET University, Gunupur, to the National Seminar on Livelihood Improvement of Tribals through Sustainable Agriculture, LITTSA 2023.
Now, I consider it a great honor to request our chief guest, Honorable Vice-Chancellor OUAT Bhubaneswar, Professor Pravat Kumar Roul sir, to come on the dais and adorn the chair. Please, sir. I request the Honorable Vice President of GIT University, Professor Chandradhaj Panda, to come to the dais. With equal pleasure, I would like to invite the Honorable Director General, Professor Jagdish Panda of GIT University to the dais.
I am glad to invite Honorable Vice Chancellor, GIT University, Professor Binay Kumar Mittal to the dais. Next, we look forward for the presence of convener Professor Santosh Kumar Panda on the dais. The ideal greeting for someone unique is a flower. Now, it's the time to offer bouquet to our honorary guest. So, I would like to invite our dear student friends to offer bouquet to our esteemed dignitaries.
A ray of light is a ray of hope. Now we will have our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. I request all our dignitaries to light the holy lamp on this auspicious occasion.
दीपं ज्योति परं ज्योति दीपं ज्योति जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं दीपं ज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदः द्वेषबुद्धिविनाशाय आत्मज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते आत्मज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते आत्मज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते
An auspicious occasion is incomplete without its invocation song. I request our dear student friends to recite Bande Utkala Janani. So I would like to request all, both on and off the dais, to stand up during the recitation of the invocation song. Students, please. An auspicious occasion is incomplete without its invocation song. I request our dear student friends to recite Vande Utkala Janani. So I would like to request all, both on and off the dais, to stand up during the recitation of the invocation song. Students, please.
वन्दे उत्कलजननी वन्दे उत्कलजननी वन्दे उत्कलजननी
वन्दे उत्कलजननी वन्दे उत्कलजननी वन्दे उत्कलजननी
चारुहास्यमयि चारुहास्यमयि जननी 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 ते उत्कलजननी ते उत्कलजननी
भूतपयोधिविधौ दशरीरा
तालतमाल सुशोभिततीरा
शुक्लगतिनिकुलशिखरसमीरा
जननी जननी जननी
देवी उत्कलजननी
देवी उत्कलजननी
घन घन वन भूमिराजिता
नीलभूधरमल साजितरङ्गे
कण मुखरित चारु विहंगे
जननी जननी जननी
उत्कलजननी वन्दे उत्कलजननी
Thank you, students, for this beautiful song. An outstanding academician, well-known figure in the field of entomology, a person with his level of vision is committed to the noble cause of knowledge, innovation, application, and dissemination for the overall growth of agriculture and related fields. With this note, I would like to request Professor Santosh Kumar Panda, the convener of this national seminar and Dean School of Agriculture, GIET University, to deliver welcome address to our dignitaries. Sir, please.
The novel narrates Norman Borlaug. He said, "Food is the moral right of all who are born into this world." So let this be the thought of this inaugural function today. Revered chief guest of the inaugural function, Professor Pravat Kumar Roul, sir, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, OUAT, esteemed Madam Vice-Chancellor, we are glad to see their son even. Most welcome. Honorable Vice President, GIET University, Honorable Director General, GIET University, most respected Vice Chancellor of GIET University, my colleagues, Organizing Secretary of the seminar, Professor K.B. Mahapatra, respected Registrar, Deans of respected schools, Dean Academics, Controller Examination, distinguished lead speaker, Dr. Karnaik, Dr. Das, Dr. Diptimai Jaina, Dr. Satpati, Dr. Behra, learned faculty members, fellow delegates from state and outside joining on virtual mode, student participants, press and electronic media. Again, a very good morning and warm welcome to you all to this national seminar entitled Livelihood Improvement of Tribals Through Sustainable Agriculture, being organized by School of Agriculture, GIET University. And at the outset, I feel privileged to introduce you our honorable chief guest to this august gathering. Yes, Dr. Professor Pravat Kumar Roul is having an illustrious career and got his formal education from Ravensa College with graduation from and post-graduation from OUAT, acquiring PhD in agronomy from reputed Indira Gandhi Agricultural University, Raipur. He started his professional career as scientist agronomy in OUAT and served the university in key management positions like Associate Director of Research, Director Agro Polytechnic, Director of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation, Dean Extension Education, Dean College of Agriculture and Dean College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry during last decade. Thereafter served this government of Odisha as the Managing Director Apical till he assumed office of the Honorable Vice-Chancellor, OUAT, in September 2022. Professor Roul, with his large number of international publications and the books which are published in Cabby and Springer, 25 books, was the recipient of many awards, including the Best Teacher Award he received from University in 2010. He has also successfully handled 6 research projects, including 3 funded by Government of Norway, Japan, USA. He has visited many countries in 6 main foreign countries: Nepal, Bangladesh, Cambodia, Japan, Norway, and USA, on several occasions relating to the academic activities and the research assignments. Professor Roul has been awarded with Boywood Research Fellowship Award 2006, Janta Gaurav Award 2010, Pratibha Samman 2011, Krushi Ratna Samman 2018, Professor Parija Smruti Samman 2021, and as Dean of Extension Education has received ICR Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Krishi Vigyan Protshan Puraskar consecutively for 2018 and 2019. He has contributed immensely to the tribal farming community of Odisha and tribal youth for their sustainable livelihood. Hence, probably, he is the most befitting chief guest today in this inaugural function that we feel, sir. And from the core of my heart, on behalf of School of Agriculture and the organizing committee, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir, along with the Madam Vice Chancellor. In fact, there we find a perfect blending of the level of intellects and understanding the OUAT system, which is rarest of the rare with this present Vice Chancellor. And we are very much hopeful the university will rise to its new peak during his tenure. Honorable Vice President, GIET University, Professor Chandra Dos Panda, is an eminent educationist and philanthropist. Actually, he has revolutionized the entire technical education in the eastern part of this country. And with the premier institute, that is GITU, which right now we are sitting inside this campus, he is the chairman and vice chairman, secretary of 11 reputed institutions of Odisha. He is the acting president of Siddhant, an old age home, which is operating here itself, and is really overseeing that organization. If time permits, then we can avail that opportunity. Secretary of Swavalambam, a social wing of Gandhi Group of Institutions. He is the recipient of Citizenship Gold Medal Award and Bharat Jyoti Gold Medal for contributions in the field of economics and social work at the national level. Sir, you are the real source of inspiration to School of Agriculture. And I welcome you to this inaugural function from the bottom of my heart. Our Director General of this GIET University, Professor Jagdish Panda, an alumni of this esteemed institution, had gained experience as project head of the Crompton Graves Limited, and he has contributed a lot in modernization of cell plants in Bokaro and Rourkela. At the moment, he is holding many more vital positions of Gandhi Group of institutions and is well recognized for his amicable personality. His contribution to the progress of School of Agriculture is unparalleled. We are deeply moved by your gentle and dynamic personality, sir. Your presence has encouraged all of us. On behalf of our organizing committee, I welcome you, sir, to this function. Vice-Chancellor Professor Mittal from this GITU is an IITian specialized in speech signal processing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, has wide experience in the field of defense, industry, research, and academics. He has 14 years of experience in Indian Air Force, nuclear science, and he worked for a pretty long time in R&D unit of Microsoft, having 2 global patents. And besides that, he developed India Times Voice Portal. I welcome you, sir, to this function, to this inaugural function. Sir, as I said, this is a rare opportunity for me to express some of my inner feelings to our honorable chief guest. For the information of the house, and when I approached to our sir for inviting purpose, you'll be surprised. The attendant communicated that Sir Gunupur sir has come to meet you. But immediately sir replied, sir, don't say Gunupur sir. You say Panda sir from OUAT has come. So this shows, sir, his personality. She shows the word is so touchy. For a moment I became emotional. I'm not telling lie. I became emotional. Honestly speaking, sir, we are deeply attached to OUAT. Still we are earning our bread and butter from OUAT. And we have got a special attachment for OUAT. And you could make me so dear. It's unbelievable. I don't find words to explain. Sure. So, now sir, with a little bit of idea I want to float here. We are striving for the farming community, sir, all of us, including OUAT. Now, may it be private, may it be public sector. Now, iShare is also giving importance on private agricultural education. Very recently, sir, for your kind information, you might be knowing, we had conducted one meeting, that is mainstreaming of higher agricultural education in private institution conducted by iShare in NARM. And I got the privilege to attend that one. I presented my paper for quality education there. So they are also saying that we have to encourage private sector. Now, Honorable Vice-Chancellor once also told me that I am also attending many meetings and lot of discussion is going on at the ICR level. Because there is growing interest for agriculture sector. The youths or the graduates are showing their interest. So only the SAUs cannot give justice to that one. No doubt SAUs are the leaders. But then they have to have some importance to be given on the private universities, but not at the expense of quality education. This is what the requirement of today is. So in that context, sir, I want to put forth a little bit of some of my feelings for your kind and sympathetic consideration, sir. For giving better justice and for better utilization of the resource, private-public partnership, can we go for sharing of human resource through a faculty exchange program? Can you just make optimal use of the central laboratory? Because you know OUAT has spent crores and crores of rupees for establishing central laboratory. Sir, this is being utilized by all the the scientist communities. But sir, one problem comes here is, for OUATians and those who are scientists there, they are charging the normal fees, but outsiders it's a double the fee. So that is little paining, and it has to be made sustainable. User fee must be there. But this is my request, sir, with maybe 10% hike fee will be convenient so that all will approach to that one. and will be making that central laboratory more functional and more sustainable, and that can be utilized entire scientific community. Similarly, conducting locality-based research programs, sir, I assure you, if at all you provide us responsibility to conduct some locality-based research program here, we are definitely will be responsible enough to take it in a big way and in a more responsible manner. Better research and extension linkage, sir, you are already having, but let us try to have a better research and extension linkage between the SAU and also the private universities, so that we can also contribute besides your KVK organizations. We can also a part into that for the betterment of the farming community. Collaborative research, not to speak about it. Everybody is saying about it, but it has to be materialized. So we need to discuss at length on this particular aspect. Conducting symposia and conference together, yes, we can do it. That is for the betterment of the entire scientific community and the young mass who can present their innovative ideas in the through presentation. Better tie up with the KVKs for facilitating, disseminating the technologies. That is what I have already explained to you, sir. With your kind permission, we can have a better tie up. Quality education through academic auditing by OUT, sir. This is my personal request. Sir, there are private institutions, but we are committed for quality education, sir, particularly GITU, and with your leadership, sir, I request, let there be an academic auditing headed by OUT, sir. OUT can give, if they make auditing, then quality can never be compromised, I am sure. So for a couple of days, if someone can come as a representative from OUT and go for auditing, then they can certainly ensure the quality education in these institutions. Similarly, probably it needs a thorough discussion on all these aspects. There are many things that time doesn't permit to discuss. So some of the points I have put forward for kind consideration of Honorable Vice-Chancellor. So being the convener of this seminar, let me take this opportunity to appraise this august gathering about the purpose of objective of this seminar in brief. As you know, sir, this scheduled tribe, they are comprising about 10%, 9% of the entire population. And for your kind information, again, more than 90% of the tribals of the country that belongs to 11 states, including Odisha. And in Odisha, fortunately, again, in Raigada, that comprise 35%. And comprising of Langia and Saura, you might be knowing, the most dominant tribes. And again, for your kind information, sir, this is the place where terracing farming has started. The global history says terrace farming started by the tribals in this particular area. So now we have got a very responsible, the great responsibility to engage our tribals by providing modern technical know-hows and improving their livelihood status. This is what the basic objective of this seminar is. And we are putting our untiring effort in giving justice to all these aspects. Undoubtedly, unfortunately, these tribals, they are suffering from many hurdles. For example, your deforestation, disaster, of course, is a natural disaster for everybody, loss of biodiversity, pollution, loss of habitat. They impaired their livelihood status, living status. Now, tribals have limited access to education, healthcare, and other economic opportunities that we have to accept. Under this situation, we need to ensure better livelihood that are life enhancing, socially and culturally acceptable, and economically viable. So this national seminar aims at addressing each of the above mentioned issues during 2 days deliberation. Sir, I trust and believe the seminar will come out with some useful recommendations for the benefit of the tribal community. Once again, I welcome one and all present in this hall to the national seminar. Thank you so much.
We are fortunate enough to have such great personalities as dignitaries of this event. Thank you, sir, for your delightful and heartwarming welcome address. He is very inspiring personality, having diverse and rich experience of over 34 years in defense, industry, research, and academics. After working in several renowned universities, now be holding a key position in GIT University. With this note, I would like to request Honorable Vice-Chancellor, GIT University, Professor Binay Kumar Mittal to address the gathering. He is very inspiring personality, having diverse and rich experience of over 34 years in defense, industry, research, and academics. After working
Good morning,
in
all.
several renowned universities, now
our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Raut, Vice President and Director General of GIT University, all the esteemed key speakers, all dignitaries, all my faculty colleagues, delegates to this seminar, and all my dear students. I welcome you all along with my dean, already has said to you, Professor Panda. Welcome to this seminar, two-day seminar for livelihood improvement of tribals through sustainable agriculture. So, expectation is that can we really bring some delta change? I hope all of you know and remember that this area is considered as by Government of India as one of the backward region, where it is having a lot of habitation of tribals and economically weaker sections. So this, I will say, let it be our mission. Mission is, can we have some techno-social economical impact in the people of, native people of this region? So when we talk of social, technical, economical impact, I just want to share in brief 3 points. So first and foremost is knowledge and skills. There is no replacement to that. As a student, your endeavor should be to get maximum knowledge, domain knowledge, as well as the skills, hands-on skills to do practical live demonstration as much as you can while you are here with us in the university. And I am very sure that all my faculty colleagues have this as a mission and endeavor to impart you that knowledge and skill. But second important parameter is, with that knowledge and skill, are we really benefiting to the end beneficiary intended? That is the tribals or the natives of this region. Are we making some delta improvement to their lives? Are we taking the technology at their doorsteps in such a manner that it is adaptable by them and it does not disturb their culture, their sensitivities? We need to be sensitive to those ethos as well. We should not be disturbing their day-to-day life, which impacts their local culture, or we should rather preserve those cultural values because they are very, very important. And the third aspect, which each of us need to keep in mind, is research. Because although India as a country, as a Bharat as a country, we have the huge market, but do we have the global competitiveness in our mind? Whatever we do, whether we evolve any technology, evolve any product or service, are we having the competitive edge in the global market? If we are conscious about these three aspects, I'm sure each of us can contribute a lot and give back to society what we get from the society as a country. With these words, I say thanks, and I'm hopeful that next 2 days will be having a lot of thoughts, skill development, and exchange of ideas, which will enrich. We have a lot of eminent personalities lined up as keynote speakers. We are fortunate to have their constant support. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you very much, sir. An iconic personality in the field of computer science and engineering, an enthusiastic and dynamic leader who has a great contribution to the success of GIET University. With this note, I would like to request our Honorable Director General of GIET University, Professor Jagdish Panda, to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Respected Chief Guest of the day, Namaskar sir, our revered Vice President sir, Dean of different departments, Registrar, galaxy of educationalists from different corners of India, lovable students. A very good morning to all of you. Students, good morning. I hope you have slept. No, very fine. Whether we go to Mars or we drive cars without driver, or we edit the gene of human body inside the womb of a mother, but three things will be a essential thing, essential material we required in our life: roti, kapda, or makan. Food, shelter, and cloth. So shelter and cloth is manageable, but food is inevitable. And we are proud that this August gathering is concerned about food or agriculture. Minutes before, our respected chief guest has asked some students that what is your future? Nobody said that I will make life in agriculture. Everybody kept silence. They will do BSc and after that they may change their track. But remember, food will be an essential part of human at least for coming 100 of years. So staying in the same category, what you are reading, what you are gaining the knowledge, you will not lose anything. And to make agriculture as an entrepreneur or enterprise, people are frightening. Just I will give a simple example that your potato chips, 50 gram of potato chips comes at 20 rupees. Whereas 1 kilo of potato you are getting at 20 rupees. Am I right? Means the finished product cost is much more than the raw material. So when you are technically sound in health, so my utmost request to this gathering that concentrate in agriculture, you will not be in loss in future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. He is a wise combination of modern values, a charming educator, a great motivator, a well-known figure in the technical education in Eastern India. He is none other than our Honorable Vice President, GIET University, Professor Chandradhwaja Panda. So I would like to request sir to address the gathering.
Good morning to all. Actually, the tradition is first to address the guests on the dais. But I'll deviate from this. First, I'll address the main person behind the success of this national seminar is no other than the Madam Vice-Chancellor, because of whom we could get the Vice-Chancellor here. Therefore, Madam, I am very much obliged to you. Honorable Chief Guest, beloved Director General, my Vice Chancellor, Dean Agriculture, Professor Prasad from Mohan Babu Tirupati University. Fortunately, we got him here, who will give knowledge on startups. Respected delegates, resource persons, deans, professors, heads of the department, registrar, members of the teaching, non-teaching staff, members from electronics media, press media, and my beloved student friends. Really, today I'm very much happy. Why? I have rightly opened agriculture in an area which needs the guidance of the people of agriculture, BSc agriculture and the teachers, because ours is a tribal area. The day when I heard from the Dean Agriculture that we are going to organize a seminar on the improvement of livelihood of the tribals through sustainable agriculture, really, I was quite happy. I used to tell in all my other seminars, even the computer people, electronics people, electrical people, I told, even in mechanical, Are bhai, the important thing is we should come up with innovative ideas related to your topic, your subject, right? But it should aim at the development of my area first. My area means the development of the tribals. Now, I got an opportunity to speak here that because I did my PhD in shifting cultivation, ecological economics of shifting cultivation, and that too my thrust area was Chinasari area, Gadiavang area, and the Putasing area. When my guide asked me to visit the tribals and try to understand their mind regarding shifting cultivation. So when I got this instruction from my guide, I went with some people to the tribal areas, but I was not allowed to enter into their life. So somehow I could find some leaders of the villages, won their confidence, then entered the village, and first of all I studied what made him so, why they are reluctant. They were of the opinion that people come from outside to exploit us, exploit government officers, all other officers, they come to exploit. Then I asked, how? Now, sir, they are telling this scheme, that scheme, every scheme are there, you can go ahead, and they ask for money. And you will be surprised to know through whom I could come in contact with the tribals is no other than a moneylender. Because that moneylender was giving money at the time of sowing, at the time of their need, and takes away all that they produce. Then I thought these people, they fail to understand that this is the man who exploits them, not the officers, not people other than your money lenders. There are some village money lenders. Then what I did is, what I did very tactfully, I asked some of the villagers, what was the money you borrowed from that man? What was the money you borrowed from them? Nothing. It was 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, like this. Then what you are paying in turn? They told whatever we produce, we are giving to that money lender. Fortunately, before the production, I went to the village and distributed some money. Just you repay without interest. If it is possible on your part, you pay me. Otherwise, I don't mind. It so happened that I got all the fruits productions from them as a presentation. Sir has come and reduced our burden. So somebody coming with pumping, somebody coming with banana, all this. Then I thought, no, this is wrong. Then I used to pay whenever they come. I used to pay them. May not be for the product, they came with love. I told them it is again with love and affection I pay, please take it. So, why I told this is, entering into the life of the tribals is not a joke. It is again that acceptability plays a vital role. They must accept you. They must be convinced that this man has come to improve our living condition, to take care of our problems, to take care of the different things that makes them live like that, downtrodden. So here, since the topic is improving the livelihood of the tribals, I remember when I went first to the Minister Industry. By then the engineering college was under the industry department. I went to Niranjan Patnaik sir, the then Minister of Industry, asked, sir, please give me NOC to start a engineering college at Gunupur. He laughed at me. He didn't allow. Then I took about 8 to 10 ministers to him. He said, no, I cannot give NOC to start a engineering college at Gunupur. Why? Now this area is a tribal area. You cannot come up with a college. So if at all you are interested, you can start at Bhubaneswar, you can start at Jaipur. He told like this. I told, no sir, I want to improve I want to see that the areas dominated by tribals, they will come to the mainstream. That is my intention, not to earn money. Then he asked me, Are Panda, if you want to invest so much of money in establishing an engineering college at Gunupur, why not you start at Barampur? Why not you start at Jaipur? I told, no sir, sorry. I want it at Gunupur. If you allow me, well and good. Or please give me one permission. If I get the letter of intent from the AICT, you will allow me to give NOC? Then he saw at me how this boy, by then I was 30 years. How come you will get letter of intent from AICT? Sir, I'll try my best. If at all I get, then I'll knock your door to get the NOC before the inspection. Somehow it happened like that. I got the letter of intent without NOC. Then I got NOC from the Ministry of Industry Ministry. So why I told this story is, I am very much interested for the development of the tribals. So what may be the different factors that the tribals, because of which the tribals could not come up? One is they depend upon shifting cultivation, which is not profitable. Just to kill their time, they used to go to the mountain, hills, get it cleaned, cultivate for 3 years. After that, again they'll change the place. When I got this information, I asked them, okay, what may be the investment in that? What is your income? They told, we never calculated nor we bother. Very good. So I requested them, okay, you do it. But when you leave the field after 3 years, please plant some trees so that will help you in getting more output. Your income from that shifting cultivation will be more. And they readily agreed, because we cannot think of agriculture when there is no greenery. And what exactly agriculture means? Agriculture is an area wherein different things, different aspects, different your items are there, like maybe horticulture, maybe mushroom, maybe your paddy production, maybe your different forest products. All these are very important, and they are the source of livelihood of the tribals. And we know nowadays, to speak the people present here will not mind, then I'll say that nowadays that work culture which was there is not now, because they are getting easy money. They are not ready to put their labor to get some income, because government is giving. So it has made them idle. In such a situation, how you will convince them to come out with a flying color by improving agricultural production is a debatable one. This is a platform wherein we can share what best can be done at this situation. It is now very difficult to get laborers, because they think that yes, we are getting free of cost your rice, etc., 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 and there are different schemes. All right, it is for the good of you, the government is giving. It has never aimed at making you idle. So now, government after realizing this, government has asked the people, the authorities, the officers to get them involved by developing your watershed management, by developing agricultural entrepreneurs, cooperative farming, and it has given importance to the cooperative societies because my MPhil thesis, I tell you, it was role of the cooperative societies in the tribal development of Gunupur block. From that I could know one is moneylender, first, the second is the cooperative societies, which are the main source of money to the tribals. So now, when the cooperative societies have come up like anything, there is a drastic reduction in the role of middleman. We can very well think of this improvement of tribal livelihood through sustainable agriculture. They have, I tell you, no lands, but they are not properly utilized. They depend on natural resources. Okay. The natural resources here in our country, which is dominated by villages. India is a country of villages, and villages mostly are dominated or inhabited by tribals. So when we think of all this, I want to tell very important thing, that the natural resources which are available, they are either unutilized, underutilized, misutilized. So we people, as we belong to particularly agriculture sector, we can play a vital role in improving the agriculture, which can be sustainable and which helps in the improvement of the tribals. What I heard from the Dean Agriculture, that we have adopted some villages wherein we visit the college at regular intervals and make the tribals aware of the different ideas, new things that come up in improving the output. Therefore, I salute my School of Agriculture teachers and the student. They have done a marvelous thing, and they should keep it up for the tribals. And you all will be happy to know that a group of agriculture students have been awarded with third prize in Ibapokular in national convention. So I am very proud of it. The other day I was telling Professor Prasad, who has come to give some ideas on startups, I told agriculture is the best area for innovation and startups. Without agriculture, there is no life. I repeatedly you people to watch that Mahasi wherein that man who was heading a world company concentrated on agriculture and revolutionized agriculture. So agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. In the first 5 plan, you must have known that government had given much importance to agriculture, without which we cannot. Nowadays, because of deforestation, because of industrialization, because of modernization, the area cultivable has come down. In spite of that, we will come up, provided you people come up with innovative ideas, startups. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your heartwarming lines. Now, I would like to request Honorable Vice-Chancellor OUAT, Professor Dr. Pravat Kumar Roul, to release the proceeding of this national seminar. A renowned scientist, an energetic, vibrant, and dynamic personality who has brought several transformations in the areas of teaching, research, and extension while working as Dean Extension, Dean Veterinary, and Director of Planning, Monitoring, and Evaluation in OUAT Bhubaneswar. He is none other than Professor Pravat Kumar Roul, Vice Chancellor of OUAT. I am profoundly delighted to take this opportunity to request our chief guest, Vice Chancellor OUAT, to address the event. Sir, please.
A very good morning to all of you. On the dais, we have Revered Vice President Professor Chandradhwaj Panda, representing the management of GIET University. We have with us our respected Director General, Professor Jagdish Panda, also Honorable Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Mittal, my senior colleague, and here the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Professor Santosh Panda. Before me, the administrative key position holders like Registrar, Comptroller, etc. of this university, learned faculty members, which of course includes my senior colleagues from OUAT. I am extremely happy. I feel myself as if I am at home, seeing all your faces here. In the meantime, I had forgotten whether I am at Siripur or Gunupur. Guests, which also includes Madam Santosh Panda. Madam Dean is also here. My colleagues, Dipti Madam is also here. And also many senior people and loving students, press and media. Thank you so much for inviting me. Very precisely, I will try to respond the kind words of Professor Santosh Panda. Then I will come back to the role you have assigned to me to play. When I assumed the office of Vice Chancellor OUAT, I tried to revisit the mission and vision of the university. The first sentence, the preamble of the university says, to produce quality manpower in the field of agriculture and allied sciences. To me, it hardly matters whether quality manpower is produced at GIET or OUAT. We are together and we are co-travelers. Number two, if we analyze the essence of education, acquiring knowledge is the first step of wisdom, but sharing knowledge is humanity. Thank you, my colleagues, senior colleagues from OUAT who have come over here for your generosity, and thank you, GIET management, for accepting our colleagues here for your magnanimity. Thank you so much. So, as regards to the students, we understand agriculture, rightly pointed out by our Vice President of the Management. This seems to be an unexplored area, though considered as a private academic institution, but the kind of a facility, the kind of a farsightness, the kind of a freedom of management here, we have very less as compared to here in case of government institutions. So definitely the students are in safe hand, they have a better future. And as regards agriculture, you might have heard that agriculture has a greater future and a way forward to travel. All my best wishes. Coming to this today's topic, livelihood improvement for tribals through sustainable agriculture. There I find three keywords. One is livelihood, another is sustainable agriculture, but both of them surrounds the key person, that is the tribal. So obviously, coming to tribals, as somewhere it was indicated by Professor Santosh Panda, that tribals are part of Indian population. They are part of the Indian civilization. They are a part of the Indian culture. Therefore, they are also a part of Indian agriculture. Number two, their population theoretically oscillates 8 to 9% in the national context, and they are spread over starting from Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha. But coming to specifically Odisha, their population is 22.1%. So we have a greater responsibility to serve at them. And their livelihood, when we think of, it is obviously agriculture. So sustaining agriculture will definitely sustain their livelihood. And this district, Rayagada, and the undivided region of Koraput is a larger habitat for tribals. As per my statistics, 55.8% of the population of Rayagada are tribals. If you cumulatively add for Rayagada, for Malkanagiri, for Navarangpur, and for Koraput, it will be just around 50%. If a population commands 50% of the overall population, community commands 50% of the overall population, as academia, we have larger interest and a larger moral responsibility to serve to their cause. Therefore, the conducting this seminar by this great university is not only justified, but also praiseworthy. So, since GIET has come forward to for this seminar, so also OUAT in its early days, of course, I had some little involvement. We have also tried to make the life of tribal people comfortable, how to increase their income, employability, etc. And I thought that instead of a oral speech, if I can have a visual presentation to share with all of you that how the tribal needs need to be addressed. Do you have that presentation? presentation mode ku sir. So it is sustainable tribal agriculture. Sustainable tribal agriculture, the experiences of OUAT. I will try to put forth very precisely the facts about tribes, problem associated with the tribal farming, more specifically tribal farming in Odisha, and the blending of sustainability to tribal farming through project intervention by OUAT, the challenges we encountered and the success we bagged. This much I tried to put forth. As rightly pointed out, scheduled tribes constitute 8% of total population of the country, spread over 11 states as listed out here. There are 744 tribes in 645 districts of 22 states. The prominent tribal areas constitute about 15% of the total geographical area of the country. Coming to Odisha, scheduled tribe constitutes 22.1% of the total population. But you will be happy to know that we encompass largest number of tribes. They are 62 in number, which is unique for Odisha in none other state. I have tried to collect information what is the population of tribals in predominant districts of Odisha, starting with Malkanagiri, ending at Keonjhar. The population varies from 57.4% to 44.5%, with an average tribal population of 22.1% and having a population of 55.8% so far as this district is concerned. This is the long list of 62 tribes present all over the state. This is the state scenario, not the Indian scenario. As regards the facts, tribes are the weakest among the weaker sections of the society, which our esteemed Vice President of Management was referring to. Not only weakest, but also the simplest and honest. Predominantly rural, live in hilly and dense forest ecosystems. Of course, we know their literacy percentage is low. They trade with outsiders, not with money, for salt, iron, because they need some kind of working tools and also cooking utensils. This much is their requirement. Rest they collect and consume. Land is viewed as a common resource, free to whomever needed it. If I need it, the land belongs to me. If I don't cultivate next year, you are cultivating, it is yours. You see the kind of a simplicity and generosity. Practice subsistence agriculture, hunting and gathering. There are few problems associated with tribal farming. Religious beliefs and practices, low farm productivity, shifting cultivation, podu cultivation as we clearly understand, repulsion to modern plant protection methods, so also medicine for themselves, use of traditional agricultural tools and implements, diversification of land to other uses. This is the common because of industrialization, and also effects of climate change is also affecting them. We had one project with the funding from USAID named SMART, Sustainable Management of Agroecological Resources for Tribal Societies, which was implemented by OUAT. Understanding tribal farming in India is based on traditional shifting cultivation. As you see, the hillocks, it is very much from this district only. I traveled these districts on my own, gathered the experience, and formulated a project proposal, submitted to USAID, and USAID was very happy to fund us for a period of 4 years, subsequently extended by the Japan's government for another period of 3 years. These systems of shifting cultivation is unsustainable, large-scale displacement, loss of forest cover, intense mining, cultivation on marginal lands, accelerated soil and water erosion, erosion of traditional community support structure. I traveled these places, Narayanpatna, Bandhuga, etc., where the natural resources are under rapid degradation, lowering of production efficiency. Previously, jowar was grown here. This is the land they were claiming. If you can give us some cashew seedlings, we will plant it here. Increasing poverty, malnutrition, starvation. You see the kid embracing another kid on the street where and see their health status. This is not from Africa or Uganda. This is from Odisha, and that too from Rayagada. Threatened agricultural biodiversity and food security. So, all these results in 3 principal non-sustainable indicators such as soil erosion, soil organic matter decline, soil nutrient mining. These problems are due to high tillage. You see the hillocks. Once there is a shower of rain, the farmer or the tribal, he goes to it, get it plowed, and if there is another shower of rain, everything comes down. Insufficient return of organic matter, insufficient nutrient application, because they don't have investment power. So we stress upon minimal soil movement, retention of adequate level of crop residues and crop protection. If we combine all these, that leads to conservation agriculture. So while we formulated this project was operated in Keonjhar. We had a series of discussions at the university, at the USAID office, as well as with the collector Keonjhar. Introducing Keonjhar, a similar ecosystem as that of Rayagada, Keonjhar is one of the tribal dominated districts situated in the north central plateau agroclimatic zone, characterized by multiple small villages having 30 to 100 households, engaged in low input subsistence agriculture, farm size is low, predominantly upland 48%, and forest cover has also reduced around 40%. We had a preliminary survey. You see the scenario of a survey conducted at their doorstep. There are 2 significant findings. Finding 1, the annual income oscillates from 2,000 to 1,20,000. 1,20,000 not from agriculture, 1,20,000 from those who work in mines for loading and unloading of trucks. So we tried to bring about a kind of sustainable agricultural practices, growing of maize, intercropping with cowpea, followed by mustard. So this is the area we surveyed in Keonjhar. This is their land was fragmented for conducting experimental plots. One automatic weather station was installed also in the village. The profile was studied by my co-scientist from soil science. How we made a transformation, the intensive plowing that is being done on my left side was transformed to minimal tillage with locally used implements, and instead of a pure maize, we have grown maize and cowpea. This is the scenario of a maize crop and a cowpea harvested. They were tuned to collect soil sample for regular monitoring of soil health and also recording of their income and produce on their own, though we were facilitating. This is the visitors and also the kind of crop coverage as you see. One fine morning, you find one Indica car at the back. I traveled, I reached there around 6:30. All the ladies, it was just a by chance, all the ladies they gathered with this kind of loaded vehicles with maize cobs, taking to their nearest market. This is the kind of empowerment so far as social and financial aspects is concerned. Not only I had to chase them till the market, till they reach in the market and how they sit at what price they are able to sell their commodities. After maize, this is the look of mustard crop and might have been visited by several visitors from OUAT and other places. But down below, you find a scenario when a trader came. This was also an incident. I never knew that the trader has come. This is the gathering, how much mustard he has collected from different households, and he might be coming like this for a week or so at the time of mustard harvest. I found that without going for conventional tillage, if we adhere to minimum tillage, is there any yield sacrifice? Absolutely, there was no yield sacrifice. Is there, when we added cowpea to it, is there any sacrifice to maize yield? No, absolutely there is no sacrifice to maize yield. As regards to economics, due to the coverage of a cowpea, there is less weed, and in the weed control, 27% has been saved so far as the cost of cultivation is concerned, and added advantage is 20,000 per hectare per season. We try to assure with nutritional security in polythene bags. We try to put some diascoria and desi adujav konti, and this is the yield of diascoria. Somewhere you find it was more than 30 plus kg in one bag. So perhaps these add better to the sustainability, but the story never ends there. There was a regular attack by elephants. We tried to unite the villagers. They developed some kind of a platform or a mancha, tried to watchguard their own crops. Also, the kind of light they needed. There was also flow of water from the hills, tried to construct a bond, mobilizing the farmers of the village. And there are many such challenges which we could able to address only with their active cooperation. One thing, when we say that to enrich the soil, let us incorporate organic matter, they were not serious about that. So what we suggested, we provided them the polyethylene seeds, and I asked them, please harvest it in the field, bring back your mustard, leave the residue there. Automatically it gets incorporated with a shower of rain, a small attempt in incorporating crop residues into the soil. Many such interventions and counseling being a part of their system, we have tried our level best. And we tried to take it to government level also, starting with universities. And the government was ready to accept this as a successful intervention in tribal ecosystem in sustaining their livelihood, or as our GIET and Dr. Panda says, in improving livelihood. Many a times we are captured by media, and ultimately the sustainable farming became a tribal movement. Thank you for your kind attention. So just instead of telling some imaginary stories, I thought that better to share my own experience with you, and that will ignite your mind, particularly that of my students, in taking the things ahead. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for your beautiful deliberation, and we got educated from your presentation, honestly speaking, sir. So we'll try to communicate this one, your mustard and cowpea and this maize and cowpea to the tribal community for better benefit. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I have a little satisfaction gathered over this. I appeared the interview for Vice-Chancellor with a shortest possible notice, maybe 24 hours before I got an intimation. There are several questions put forth by Honorable Chancellor, supported by his able secretary. At the end, he asked, you tell me a very satisfying moment in your life. So I was not prepared. I told that the moment was when I made a presentation on in the annual convention of American Society of Agronomy. I felt myself as a scientist in the American Society, amongst the members of American Society of Agronomy. That is perhaps the satisfying. Then he looked at me. So what? Then somehow, by God's grace, it came to my mind, sir, this is based on my work at Keunjhar with tribals, which satisfies me. He told me that चाय नाश्ता करके जाना.
Thank you very much, sir, for taking time from your busy schedule and honoring us with your valuable talk. Now, I would like to request Honorable Vice President and Director General, GIET University, to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Pravat Kumar Roul, and Honorable Madam Chief Guest. So I am requesting Madam to please come to the dais. So I have to respond in one sentence. ମୁଁ GIT ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟକୁ କୃତଜ୍ଞତା ଜଣାଉଛି ଆଉ ମୋ ମନ ଭିତରେ କାହିଁକି ନା କେଜାଣି ଆସୁଛି ଆପଣ ଗୁଣୀ ଭାବି ଡାକିଥିଲେ ଋଣୀ କରି ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲେ. Now, I would like to request the organizing secretary, Professor Kailas Bihari Mahapatra, a well-known figure regionally and nationally in the field of mushroom cultivation and plant pathology, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, all. On behalf of the School of Agriculture, GIET University, Gunupur, I take this opportunity to express my thankfulness to our chief guest, Professor Pravat Kumar Roul, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, Bhubaneswar, for accepting our invitation, coming over here from such a long distance and enlightening us with his precious knowledge on sustainable tribal farming, the OUAT experience. In spite of his busy schedule, particularly when the financial year of 22-23 is approaching closure soon. We are really indebted in having your presence over here, sir, as chief guest, and your thoughts have truly inspired us. On behalf of the School of Agriculture, GIET Gunupur, I would like to thank Madam Vice-Chancellor for her presence over here and inspiring all of us. We are very much thankful to Professor Chandradwas Panda, the Honorable Vice President of GIET University, Gunupur, for his enthusiastic support and guidance in planning and execution of such a national seminar. On behalf of the School of Agriculture, I express my indebtedness to you, sir. Honorable Director General, GIET University, Professor Jagdish Panda, is always associated with us in observance of different days, seminars, conferences, symposia, etc. In fact, he is a source of inspiration for all of us. Sir, we are very much thankful to you for sparing your valuable time in this inaugural function. We are very much thankful to the Honorable Vice President of GIET University, Gunupur, Professor Kumar Roul, for his kind presence in this inaugural function. His inspiring words to the students, faculties, and delegates have motivated all of us enormously. With your constant encouragement and guidance, we will be able to take this institution to a new height. Our beloved Dean, Professor Santosh Kumar Panda, needs no introduction. Being a kind-hearted personality, he is loved by the students, faculties, and staff members. Right from the planning of this seminar a couple of months ago, he has been reviewing the progress at intervals to see that everything runs smoothly as per schedule. Sir, on behalf of the organizing committee, I am really thankful to you. On behalf of the School of Agriculture, I thank Registrar of the GIET University, Deans, Directors of different schools, Heads of Departments for sparing their valuable time for this inaugural session. I am extremely thankful to all the lead speakers coming over here from Bhubaneswar or some other line departments, and they are going to enlighten us with their precious deliberation today and tomorrow. The delegates, both internal and from outside, either offline or online, for their presence over here, deserve thanks. Who are going to present their original research works in either of the 5 theme areas of the national seminar, spread over the period of 2 days. Through their deliberation, all of us will be strengthened in terms of sustainable agricultural practices for boosting tribal economy and well-being. Officers, scientists from the line departments, Krishi Vigyan Kendra deserve thanks for coming over here and participating in the inaugural session. We are indebted to all of you. I thank all the chairmen and the esteemed members of various committees for their untiring efforts for smooth conduct of the inaugural function. My profound thanks go to our students. They are really our strength. Thank you so much for participating in large numbers in the inaugural session. Thanks go to the non-teaching staff members and field staff for their presence and their wholehearted support. Thanks are due to the friends from the print and electronic media, for whom only the session proceedings and recommendations of the national seminar are going to get wide publicity. Last but not the least, I thank all who are directly or indirectly associated with this mega event and helped us a lot for its smooth conduct. Thank you all once again.
So now we will have our tea break for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes we will start our technical session. So I request you all to be present here at the set time. Thank you. So now we will have our tea break for 10 minutes.
ନା ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଟୁ ପରୀକ୍ଷା 24 ପରେ ମୁଁ ସାର୍ ଅଲରେଡ଼ି ହେଇଛି ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଟୁ ନାଇଁ ଜେନେରାଲି 24 ପରେ ସବୁ ଇଏ ପେପର୍ ସରିଯାଉ ସାର୍ ମାନେ ଯେତିକି ବେସିକ୍ ପେପର୍ ଯାଉ ସେ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରୋନିକ୍ସ ତାପରେ ଜିଓ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରୋନିକ୍ସ ପେପର୍ ଯାକ ସବୁ 28 ମାନେ 28 ଯାଏ ଅଛି ଅଦରୱାଇଜ୍ ଆପଣ ତ ମାନେ କୋର୍ ପେପର୍ ସବୁ ଯାକ ଫିଜିକ୍ସ କେମିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ମ୍ୟାଥ୍ 24 ତାରିଖ ନା ଆଜି ଲାଷ୍ଟ
ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ନା ଆଜି ଲାଷ୍ଟ ହେଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଶନିବାର ରବିବାର ଅଛି ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଘରେ ବସିଥିବେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ସରିଲା ତେଣୁ ଦେଖିବେ ପେପର ବୋଲି ସେମାନେ କିଟ୍ ଫିଟ୍ ସବୁ ଫୁଲ୍ ପେଜ୍ ବଡ଼ ପେଜ୍ ଆଡ଼୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି।
ସାର୍ ସେସନ୍ ଥିଲା 1.5 କୋଟି 2 କୋଟି କାଲି ସାର୍ ଆଡ଼ରେ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରୁଥିଲେ
କିଛି ଲାଭ ନାହିଁ ଏବେ ପ୍ରିଣ୍ଟରେ କିଛି ଲାଭ ନାହିଁ ଘରେ ଗୋଟେ ଭଲଟା ଦେବେ
ନାଇଁ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ତମେ ଯଦି ବ୍ରାଣ୍ଡିଂ ବଜେଟ୍ ରଖିଛ ବ୍ରାଣ୍ଡିଂରେ ମୁଁ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିବି ହେଲା ଆଙ୍କର ସେମିତି ନାହିଁ ନା
ଦେ ଆଡମିସନ୍ ଦେ
ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ଆଡ୍ ପଡ଼ିଲା କେତେ ଆଡମିସନ୍ ହେଲା କହ ବୋଲେ ବକା ଫାଟିଯିବ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର प्रिंट मार दो और पियारो और प्रिंट मार दो और फाइनल दी रोड्स टच आसे ना और प्रिंट मार दो कोडा से जो सेपटा टच नहीं कमेंट को चाइना दी तुमरा आइसक्रीम ना बस कराले फोन को रोक मोर मार दो व्हाइट करू रे व्हाइट के लिए कालिया दा कोन देइछन व्हाइट के नहीं इसकी मैंने नमस्कार
ଏମିତି ମାରି ଦଉଛି ନା କ'ଣ କରିବି?
हाँ कर दे मार दे
वर्कर देवर जे इंचार्ज अछंती ହେଲା ଏ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଆଉ କ'ଣ କରିବା ଏବେ ତ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ହେଲା ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦେଉଛି ମେନ୍ ତ ସରିଗଲା ଫଙ୍କସନ୍ ଆଉ ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
सर मार्केट में सब पूरा मिलता है भाई कितने किलो सर हां मैं खाओ सर नहीं पड़ेगा चलो नहीं कौन कौन आदमी तो हां कदर का जमा ना डिक्लेयर करियो बोले
बोली ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଇନଚାର୍ଜ ଯାହାର ନମ୍ବର ନେଇନଥିଲେ ସେ ପିଲାଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚରରେ କାଲି ନମ୍ବର ନେଇନଥିଲି ଯେ କୋର୍ଡିନେଟ୍ କରୁଥିଲା ଲାଇଭ୍ ପାଇଁ ତାକୁ ପଚାରିଲେ ଯେ ଏବେ ତ ସରିଗଲା ଏବେ ଖାଲି ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ଦେଖିକି କ'ଣ ଲାଭ ଏବେ ବନ୍ଦ ମୁଁ କରିବି ସେଇଠୁ କାଟିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ନା ଏଠୁ ହେବନି ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ଲାଗିଛି ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦେଉଛି ଓପନ୍ ଅଛି କି
କରିଦେଇଛି କାହା ପାଖରେ
ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କ'ଣ ସେ ପଢ଼ିବ
ମୁଁ ପକେଇଛି ନା ନା
ମାନେ ଇଏ ଗ୍ୟାପ୍ ଅଛି ନା କ'ଣ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଟୁ ଏବେ
हाँ सेपट हाँ ब्रह्मपुर में स्टाफ करूँ क्या करें